I think ultimately what motivates me is understanding firsthand the unmet need and the problems that patients are facing in the clinic. And I recall when I'm struggling, one particular conversation that I had to have with parents of a young girl who had a very unusual bleeding problem. She'd had a life-threatening event and had quite uncontrolled symptoms, and the team looking after her were doing their very best to cycle through all the available options and had revisited those options again with her. They had to some extent controlled her symptoms, but there were lots of negative sides and impacts for this child. And the parents quite naturally looked at us and said, well, what are we going to try now? The honest answer was that we didn't have any other good options, and that's a really difficult conversation to have with parents of a child who's struggling. And they were quite incredulous when they looked at the severity of her symptoms to be told, well, that's how quickly we've run out of options. So what really motivates me at Hemab is I get to work with incredibly talented people who don't see obstacles in our way as roadblocks or a reason to stop, but really something to creatively work around. They have the attitude that we are going to make it happen. And I get to work not only on very interesting science, but something where I know there is a real need for it at the end with the end user. So day to day, that's what I find incredibly motivating.